What determines the value of anything or anyone? My name is Bob Jenkins, coming to you out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Today, I'd like to talk to you about an auction that I heard about in this song. And there was an old violin that they was making bids on this old violin, and someone thought that they would just sell this violin because they didn't recognize or did not see the value in this old violin. Well, at this auction, there was people looking at this violin, and they would walk by this because they didn't know what they was looking at. And so finally, they had this old violin up on the stage, and they was bidding on it, and they was bidding, started to bid off at $1, $2, $3 more. Who will give me $5 and $5 more? And it went on for a while like that. And all of a sudden, this gentleman, gray-haired gentleman, come out of the audience and picked this bow up and this violin and began to play it. And the music was so sweet as the angels could hear it play. They would love it. And this old man picked this violin up and began to play this thing, and the price began to go up. And instead of $1, $3, and $4 and $5 more, it began to go up by hundreds and thousands. And then someone said in the audience, "What made the difference?" And the song goes, and it said, "It was a touch of the master's hand that made the difference." And that's what makes the difference in all of our lives. God said, in the Word of God, He said that He knew us before we was even formed in our mother's womb. God, in the beginning, created this earth, spoke everything into existence except man. When He decided to make us, He said, "Let us make them, and let us make them in our image." So I believe when God scooped up this dust off the face of the earth and began to form man's lifeless body in His hands, and as that lifeless body lay there on the ground with no air or anything going on, and God picked this lifeless body up and breathed the breath of life in our nostrils, then man became a living soul. God made the difference in our lives. You see, He made us in His image. That makes us the masterpiece. I was speaking to a gentleman about a month ago, and he said, "Well, none of us are masterpiece." And I beg the difference on that, because God Himself said, "Let us make them, and let us make them in our image." And if God has made us, in which He has, and He has made us in His image, and we belong to Him, that makes us the master's piece. You are very important, my friend. Let me tell you, when God created this world and finished everything, and then when He completed man by, He formed us in His image. He put His hands on man. And everything else He spoke into existence, but us, He picked us up and formed us into His image. Now, if everything was very good and we've been in the image of God, that makes us the master's piece. God bless each and every one of you. My name is Bob Jenkins, coming to you once again out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Have a great day, and remember, you are the master's piece.